Good day, I'm Stacey Ann Smith and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, June 24. The Ministry of Health is moving to establish standards and modalities in the fast food and processed food sectors that will help reduce the impact of chronic non-communicable diseases or NCDs. Portfolio Minister Dr. Fenton Ferguson is meeting with representatives of the food service industry on Wednesday. Dr. Ferguson says the intention is not to punish operators in the sector, but rather to work with them to improve public health. The health minister says he'll be pressing for them to pay attention to caloric value, labeling and portion sizes. In the meantime, Dr. Ferguson says his ministry is also working with Jamaica's partners at the multilateral and bilateral levels to achieve its health targets. One of those is to reduce avoidable deaths due to chronic non-communicable diseases by 25% by the year 2025.
We have a serious fight on our hands in relation to especially the non-communicable diseases. That fight cannot be won only with throwing more resources at the challenge in the form of more infrastructure, more equipment, and infinitely more personnel. None of those will ever be enough.
Minister Ferguson was addressing the recent launch of the Medical Association of Jamaica's Healthy Population Campaign and annual symposium. Government is helping small hoteliers introduce renewable energy solutions as it drives a policy for energy diversification in the country. Minister of Science, Technology, Energy and Mining Philip Polwell says one of the initiatives that have been helping the sector is the Caribbean Energy Efficiency Action Project.
The purpose of this program is to encourage and to coordinate on the regional level the implementation of energy efficiency and renewable energy practices in the Caribbean hotel sector.
So far, 10 small and medium-sized hotels have benefited from energy audits and technical assistance.
And currently, 22 hotels and attractions have been identified for the second round of this project.
Minister Polwell said the initiative would improve the competitiveness of the small and medium-sized hotels, particularly those under 400 rooms. The Energy Minister was speaking at the launch of Jamaica's largest solar PV installation system at the Grand Palladium Hotels and Resorts. Government should have a database on Jamaicans in the diaspora by June 2015 as it moves to bring the collective power of the Jamaican people to bear on development. To facilitate this, Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade State Minister Arnaldo Brown launched the Mapping Jamaica's Diaspora project website in Kingston recently. Using a survey format, the mapping project and website will gather data on the location, interests, skills, financial and technical resources that exist in the Jamaican diaspora, which is estimated to be in excess of 3 million people.
It will provide a tool to match skills in the diaspora with gaps that exist in Jamaica. So again, if we were to take the logistic hub as an example, the view may be that all the skill sets may not be readily available in Jamaica. But if you take account of the Jamaicans living outside of Jamaica, I am of the view that we may not have as significant a challenge as it is where skills are concerned.
Jamaicans in the diaspora are encouraged to log on to the website and participate in the survey. The mapping exercise, which began in December 2013, is an 18-month project funded by the International Organization for Migration. The National Family Planning Board, the NFPB, is urging parents, especially fathers, to protect their boys from exposure to pornography at an early age. NFPB Chairman Dr. Sandra Knight expressed that concern at a recent JIS think tank.
We are concerned with the rise in pornography addiction in teenagers. Pornography is not seen by many Jamaican males as an unacceptable viewing choice for their males. For their girls it is, but for their males it's not.
Dr. Knight added that there was emerging research which showed the negative effect that pornography was having on the proper brain development of boys.
And what we're finding is that boys who are exposed to pornography at an early age are less likely to be able to complete healthy relationships with females as adults. And that's a fact through and through.
She said fathers needed to provide healthy, positive interactions for boys to substitute the heavy pornographic and sexual images. And finally, the Electoral Office of Jamaica ID cards are now available for persons whose names were added to the March voters list, which was published on May 31. The ID cards are available at EOJ constituency offices. 31,603 persons were added to the latest voters list, bringing the total number of registered electors to more than 1.73 million people. The next voters list will be published on November 30 this year. Anyone who wants their name added to that list should register by the end of September 2014. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stacey Ann Smith. Thank you for watching.